Hi, this is Fizali. Today I'll be playing the role of game designer of the game OxenFree. OxenFree was developed by Night School Studio. It's a supernatural horror mystery game. The lead artist of the game is Heather Gross. Heather has perfectly illustrated the earthy colors, and the blanket of fog contributes to a sense of mystery, alongside other directors which have visualized a dreamlike otherworld between the past, present, the real, and unreal. Oxenfree's art has evolved throughout the game. Heather has accommodated multiple characters, dialogue bubbles, and exploration-friendly environment. Heather's cinematic style makes it feel like an animation painting or a dark animation film. The supernatural elements or the contrast felt is very bright, geometric, and otherworldly. The glitches completely blur out the field of vision. The colors intensify during creepier situations like possessions. Next up is the characters of the game. Alex. Alex is the main character of Oxenfree. She is a player-controlled character. Appearance. Alex has brown skin, reddish-brown eyes, teal-dyed hair that she ties up in a ponytail. She wears a blue shirt and light skinny jeans. She is also seen wearing an oversized red jacket that once belonged to Michael. Michael is Alex's deceased brother. The next character is Michael. Michael is Alex's deceased brother, and as well as Clarissa's ex-boyfriend. Michael is noticed to be a very bright student and a football player. He's a loving brother as shown by his behavior towards Alex. Appearance. As Michael is Alex's brother, he looks similar to her, with brown skin, reddish brown eyes. He wears a blue shirt and gray jeans and white sneakers. Jonas. Jonas is Alex's new stepbrother. He has a rough past and holds. Jonas wears a beanie that covers his short brown hair. He has green eyes and fair skin. He wears a red hoodie, a green army jacket, purple pants, and white sneakers. The next character is Clarissa. Clarissa is quite favored among the students. She, regardless, has a dim harshness that comes out with her coldness towards other people. She also worries for her future. Clarissa used to date Alex's late brother, Michael, and she also holds Alex accountable for his death. Appearance. Clarissa is taller than all of the other characters in game. She has short red hair and reddish brown eyes. She wears a long jacket and brown knee boots. Another important character of the game is Ren. Ren is a childhood friend of Alex. He is a possible love interest of Nona. Appearance. Red is short with wavy blonde hair and thick eyebrows. He has black plug earrings and wears a collared t-shirt with green pants and sneakers. He is also seen carrying an orange backpack throughout the game. The last main character of the game is Nona. Nona is Clarissa's best friend. She's a shy girl who idolizes and imitates Clarissa. Appearance. Nona has fair skin and long brown skin. Hazel eyes, she wears a brown beanie and a brown shirt underneath a big orange sweater. Gray dark jeans and light gray high boots. Margaret has dispatched 12 main hints throughout the entire game via the old Cardinal station. These hints can be used to help throughout the game.
For much longer.
Michael, how... What's happening?
What's happening? Well, we carried you here.
We?
Well, Mikey did. He said you were heavier than you looked.
She doesn't? It's okay. You don't care. What's happening is that the tuning thing...
guys, my name is Amandatar and I was assigned the role of level designer for OxenFree the game. So my role as the level designer uh, was to find the components of the game production line that focuses with constructing the game's level, location and goal. That is known as level designing. The main objective of level design is to generate interactive scenarios or happenings inside the game environment that will educate and captivate the player. Setting of Oxenfree is in Edward Islands that serve as the primary location, and it is also known as USS Canola Disaster. So this is the map of Oxenfree game, also known as Edward Island map. Here are the main location of Edward Island. Total there are five. First one is Main Street, uh, which is the only location referred as tourist trap. Discovery Island, path that leads to the beach. Beacon Beach, the opening celebration for the Kamena High School senior class. Adler Estate, the only real house in the neighborhood. Effeny's Field, the game central intersection, all known as Effeny Field. Onto the smaller location, Torrey Woods. West of Effeny Field lies a forest called Torrey Woods. Campgrounds route from this direction to reach the relay point. Bridgestand. The Catbird station is located at Bridgestand, which also includes a cable car system. Millionaire Outposts. The facility are divided into three categories throughout the game. Relay Point, the island first well and man-made building are located there. So here we have the three main game mechanics which have been used throughout the game: crawling, walking, and climbing. Following are the obstacles used across the entire gameplay: tape layer, hanged man, and a radio. Now let's move to the story structure of the game. Analysis: we have theme, color palette, level color palette. Conflict. Conflict occurs when Alex made a decision to investigate Cave and went into specifics with her pals, and dispute began to develop. Location of conflict: Beacon Beach. Rising action took place in a variety of settings such as Cave, Facility, US Army, RCS, and Relay Point. Climax also took place in different range of location of gameplay such as Main Street, Bridge Stand, Adler State, Survivor Bucket. Falling action. Different location took falling action, for example Adler State, Camping Ground, Alex Memories, and there are many. And now for the resolution. Things started getting better, moving in the correct direction as the game wraps up, and the color scheme gives us hope that everything will work out well because it shifts from darker to brighter colors.
Hello everyone, my name is Jazam Hamad Khan. I'm from DSUCC Year 2, and in this project I was assigned the role of game programmer, in which I had to research about the game mechanics, structure and logic. What are game programmers? Programmers, often known as developers, create video games and develop the codes that make them work and interesting to play. They collaborate with level designers to make the game playable. Who developed the game and what programs were used? In the case of Oxenfree, the lead engineer Brian Callen, along with his team at Nightscope Studios, developed the game primarily using the Unity game engine. Adobe Photoshop and Autodesk Maya were also used for the designing of the game. What are game mechanics? Game mechanics are constructs of rules and feedback loops intended to produce enjoyable gameplay. They are the building blocks that can be applied and combined to gamify any non-game context. OxenFree, unlike any other game, uses the basic keys which are used to control the player, which are the arrow keys or the WASD, mouse click, control, shift, enter, spacebar, or escape button. What are the mechanics of OxenFree like? In the case of OxenFree, the game mechanics make it exciting and different. It is based on the walk and talk mechanic, in which the game uses no cut screens and integrates the story right into the gameplay and makes the story a mechanic as opposed to keeping it as a support to display the mechanics of the game. It gives the user selective options to play through. OxenFree makes the game more interactive by leaving collectibles throughout the game and gives options which can change the game drastically. What is the interface like? Compared to other games, OxenFree has a very simplistic and clean interface with pop-ups for interactions and dialogues, which appear when necessary. Other than that, the screen shows the full game as if a movie is being played. The pause screen, keeping in style with the theme of simplicity, is minimalistic. What is the logic in the sense of game? Logic in games is a thing that you can do limited by code from the programmer that makes the in-game character choose and decide what to do. How many players is Oxenfree? Oxenfree is a single-player choice-based game in which the character Alex is only playable. Logic can be defined as a system or a set of principles underlying the arrangements of elements in a computer or electronic device so as to perform a specified task. What are the collectibles in the game? There are two types of collectibles in the game. The first are the anomalies, and the second are the letters from Maggie Adler. Oxenfree is a choice-based game, meaning that you choose what the outcome of the story will be, and the ending will be different depending on the choices you made throughout the game. The following are the multiple endings in the game, which you can get.
Hello everyone, I am Uruj Mubashir and also known as the producer of the game. So today we are going to talk about of all the aspects as a producer. So let's begin. As you can see, this following diagram displays the key duties that our team has carried out throughout this implementation of project. So these are the 5 main points. Building of level design, graphic designing of the game, composing the game soundtrack, construction of fundamental logical elements, and the layout of the game, monitoring of gameplay, and execution of the project. Now let's learn about that what makes OxenFree different. Influenced by classic teen films and coming up age shows, OxenFree is a heartwarming story about friendship and mysterious death. This game is filled with a bunch of plot twists and adventure throughout the game. Night School Studio has created a multimedia plotline that deals with players' choices in a seasoned and delicate context. So now let's move forward to the platforms that were initially used for this particular gameplay. Number 1, Autodesk Maya. Number 2, Adobe Photoshop. And last not the least, Unity Game Engine. So basically these 3 are the platforms which have helped the producer, the programmer, and the whole team to create this amazing game, OxenFree. Furthermore, let's move towards the audience of OxenFree. Well, OxenFree is a PG-12 certified game. It is not suitable for the ones who are under the age of 12. It is because of the language they have been used, because of the environment and situation, that's why. Okay, so now let's talk about in terms of marketing what Scene stated. Well, he said that we had to make a lot of decisions in sessions very fast because we were a very small team with a limited budget and just wanted to ensure we didn't overanalyze things. So basically this was the sayings of him as in a marketing situation. Alright, so now let's discuss about the social media advertising, that what platforms have been used to advertise their game. They have used 5 platforms: Discord, YouTube, Night Studio, Twitter, and Skybound. Okay, so now let's get to know about the game reviews, that what different platforms have reviewed them. For iOS, it is 87. For Steam, it is 9. For PC, it is 80. ING 8.2. And furthermore, many of the platforms have different ratings and mostly they have a higher rating. Now let's get to know the public reviews, and trust me, the reviews of OxenFree are great. Most of them just love the storyline, just love how the game was created, they loved how it was implemented, the graphic styles, the artistic styles, everything was point for them, and especially the storyline and the dialogues. So these are the basic game details of OxenFree. That on what platform it have been created, their pricing structure, is it available online or not, the publisher, when it was released, the genre, the topic of the OxenFree, and the ratings. And last not the least, when it was lastly updated.